Hi. Okay, so I'm Sarah, female 24, and I think my boyfriend, Steve, male 27, ate our dog. I don't have any proof, and I think I was going to be next. Steve and I have been together for 5 years, and we finally bought a house in June. We knew we wanted to add a fur baby to the family, and so we went to the local shelter and adopted a 2-year-old husky named Charlie. We instantly fell in love with him, and he very quickly became my best friend. Jump to November 27th. It was a pretty cold night, much colder than the day. The window was still open from earlier, and I woke up shivering. I closed the window, and when I laid back down, I noticed Steve and Charlie weren't in bed. I put on my slippers and made my way into the hallway, checking every room upstairs. Then, I headed down the stairs, confused and half awake. When I got downstairs, I noticed the light of the fridge glowing in the otherwise pitch-black kitchen. I heard Steve whispering to Charlie, and the sound of Charlie eating something. I couldn't make out what Steve was saying, but when I turned the light on, he stopped and stood up. He pet Charlie on the head, then closed the fridge. "What are you guys doing sitting in front of the open fridge in the middle of the night?" "Charlie wanted some turkey." "Oh, okay." I didn't think much of it at first. A few weeks pass by. It's almost Christmas, and Charlie is 15 pounds heavier. I took him to the vet to get his boosters and see what I could do about him gaining so much weight out of nowhere. They told me I should put him on a strict diet, and so I did. He gained 6 more pounds. Another cold night came. Window open, curtain flapping, me shivering, Steve and Charlie not in bed. I closed the window and put on my slippers, but this time my stomach was churning. Something felt off. I was fully awake this time. I went downstairs and again the fridge light was on. I leaned up against the corner of the wall to listen in. "You're such a good boy. You're going to taste just perfect. Eat your turkey, Charlie." I pinched myself. It hurt. Not dreaming. After a minute or two, Steve stood up, pet Charlie on the head, and closed the fridge. He took him outside, and that's when I saw the scattered remains of 3 turkeys on the kitchen floor. They were pretty fresh, probably from Steve's last hunting trip. He goes once a month and keeps the meat in a fridge or freezer in the garage. Next to the remains was a half a block of Steve's favorite cheese and a bunch of vegetable entrails. I ran, well, more like quickly stumbled upstairs, panicking, trying to put all the pieces together in my head and get to the window, the same one that was open minutes beforehand, overlooking the backyard. I looked down and spotted Charlie walking around sniffing as he always does, looking for the best spot to pee. Steve was digging a hole in between some bushes. Once he was done digging the hole, he threw in it everything I saw on the kitchen floor. He then brought Charlie inside, and they both went back to bed. Every night since, I've watched. It's the same routine. He feeds Charlie, they go outside, Steve throws the remains in the hole until it's full, then digs another one. They come back to bed. Steve has been acting like everything is normal. In fact, he tells me I haven't been seeming like myself lately. Can you believe that? Me? What about you, Steve? Last week, Charlie went missing. He went missing the same day Steve came back from his monthly hunting trip with new deer meat I just had to try. When Charlie went missing, I let him out back around noon and went in to wash a few dishes while he did his business. But when I came back outside, he was gone. I spent all day looking for him, and when I came back to take a shower before putting up the rest of the flyers I had made, that's when Steve came back from his trip. Well, I told him I was trying a new no red meat diet. Since when? Since last week. Look, I really think you should try it. It's the best deer I've ever caught. Trust me. Fine. Last night he woke me up. He asked me if I wanted a snack. My heart began racing. No, thank you. I'd like to sleep. Come on, just something small for tonight. For tonight? I'm sweating by this point, but I put on my slippers and followed him downstairs. He pulled out his favorite cheese, some crackers, and a knife to cut the cheese with. After watching me eat 5 crackers with cheese and eating some cheese himself, he went back in the fridge and pulled out a raw turkey breast. This is all you have to eat for tonight." "What?" "Eat your turkey, Sarah." I grabbed the knife off the counter and ran to the back door, opening it as fast as I could. Steve came directly after me, and I turned around, holding out the knife. "I know you ate him! Why are you doing this?" "I don't know what you're talking about, Sarah." "I know you ate Charlie, Steve. You made me eat him too." "You're acting crazy, Sarah. Come back inside." "Fuck you! You're not eating me too!" I booked it for the gate and made it out. I ran 4 blocks down to Steve's cousin's house. "He did what?" "Sarah, are you sure he ate your dog? That just doesn't sound like Steven. You know, he's always been the quiet type." "Sam, you have to trust me." "Well, okay, but you know I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding. You know Steven is a really understanding dude, you know. Let's just have him come over, sort it all out." "Forget it. Just let me borrow your bike, okay?" "You got it, cuzzo. Let me know how it goes when you talk it over with Steven. You know I love y'all, okay?" "Yeah, love you too, Sam." I took Sam's bike 3 towns over to my mom's. Steve's been calling me all day. He keeps leaving voicemails and text messages telling me that we need to talk, and that I should think about seeing a therapist for these episodes that I've been having. He keeps asking me where I went after I left Sam's. I'm not going to answer. I don't know what to do, and I have no proof. I don't know if I'm safe. Will the police even believe me? My mom doesn't think they will. Please tell me I'm not crazy.